Swimmers, let me get your attention. Swimmers. Hey, real quick, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about Jacob, but then I'm going to let you hear from him because I know that's why everybody is here and wants to listen. If you weren't aware, the reason he is here is because of our success within the Swimathon. The Swimathon is hosted by the U.S.A. Swimming Foundation. The U.S.A. Swimming Foundation has sent their Director of Major Gifts, Scott Usher, who is also a 2004 U.S. Olympian as well, so let's give him a hand. And we could have quite a panel if we put Scott and Jacob and Coach Christine up here. We could have quite an Olympians panel. Here's the thing, you guys do such an amazing job supporting our team, but in addition to supporting the team, you also support the U.S.A. Swimming Foundation. Jacob is one of their ambassadors, and what they do, they have two real goals. They build champions, of which they support the national team and all of their athletes, and then they also save lives, of which they support teaching swim lessons and doing that across the nation so everybody learns how to swim. So it's very valuable what they do, and we are huge supporters of that as part of our Swimathon effort. And as part of that, and being the top large team fundraiser for the last 8 years and winning this prize for I think 5 of them, we also get people to visit us like Jacob. So if you weren't aware when we sent it out, I just want to go through a few of his highlights. In 2011, when he was, as an age grouper like you, he went to Junior World Championships and was a triple gold medalist. 2015, he was the World University Games, just like your fellow teammate Trenton Julian, who was a crossing teammate, I guess, at Cal with Jacob. Went to World University Games this summer. Jacob was a gold medalist there. 2016 U.S. Olympian, and if you haven't looked at his U.S. trials swim, I encourage you to do so. He got second at trials behind his teammate Ryan Murphy. But one of the pieces that I share with everybody is my favorite thing to watch is that end reaction. And his end reaction there is epitomizes so much of what he put into it, I think. I didn't know him at the time. But it was this reaction of just all emotion to where it looked like he was going to break down and put his head down to this all emotion of this big cheer and seeing it all come to fruition and seeing all his hard work pay off, and that's what it's all about. Just seeing that kind of 2 to 3 second clip is what swimming is about to me, and such a cool thing to watch. And then 2017, he went to World Championships and was the bronze medalist in the 200 backstroke. And then since we shared it, you have Coach Annika, who is with the DC Trident, Coach Jeff, who is with the Cali Condors. Jacob is also in the ISL this coming year, and he is with the New York Breakers. So you'll be able to cheer on Jacob as well. So let's give a hand for Jacob Pebley.
Thank you all for coming. You guys raised a phenomenal amount of money. I think I read $129,000 raised by your team alone. And I was reading that on a red-eye flight here last night, and I was about to fall asleep, and I just woke back up. I was like, that's a crazy amount. So congrats on that. You guys beat out 534 plus teams across the country. You guys are obviously an amazing group of athletes and inspiring individuals, and I hope you guys can continue to do that throughout your careers in the sport and beyond. I'm very fortunate to be here to see you guys. As much as I might inspire you, seeing that number and seeing what you guys have done as a team is very inspiring for me and being with you guys today. And I just kind of want to go over kind of my swimming career, because it's very similar to what you guys are going through in your lives here at Rose Bowl. So I grew up swimming around 5 years old. My parents threw me in the water because we went on rafting trips all the time. Like every spring we'd have spring break and we'd go on a week-long rafting trip, and my parents didn't want me to drown. So that kind of goes back to what the U.S.A. Swimming Foundation does and saves kids' lives. My parents didn't know about the U.S.A. Swimming Foundation at the time, but they decided they wanted to save my life, or preemptively save my life, by putting me in the sport. And you guys are very lucky you know how to swim. It's a great skill to have. You can do so many things with this ability to swim. You could potentially save someone's life. Someone who doesn't know how to swim when they're on the pool deck. And it's just a really good skill that parents wanted me to learn at a young age. And I progressed through the sport. If you guys watch me walk around the deck, maybe you'll see that I might fall over from time to time. I do not know how to walk or run or throw. I'm best suited in the water. And so, as I played other sports, it just kind of became very apparent that I should be a swimmer and not a basketball player like my dad was. And which is totally fine. I was more of an individual sport kind of guy. I wasn't very good at sharing the ball in water polo or watching my brother score all 3 of the state championship goals in soccer. I was just like, swimming's a place where I could have my own lane, set my goals, and just accomplish it to the best of my ability. So yeah, it's been a crazy journey to get to this point. Let's see, when I was 8, I won my first state title in the 25 backstroke. To that point, you'd think maybe he's going to be a backstroker for the rest of his career. And let's say when I was 9, I was a butterflyer. When I was 13, I was a breaststroker. That's definitely not the case anymore. I'm back to being a backstroker. So you guys, it's great to swim a lot of different events at you guys' age. I did the 4 IM, a mile, a 50 free occasionally. My coach didn't like that, but I would do it every once in a while. Turn it back. It's kind of where I've gravitated towards. And as I progressed in the sport, I went through the ranks of making state teams, regionals. You guys go to regionals yet, or are you guys looking at that? Or is it more like Junior Olympics and states for you guys? I don't know how it works in California. I grew up in Oregon. But yeah, so I made my way through zones. I remember every year when I'd get to zones, Southern California was like the crazy group that would just win every event. And it was just like, can we just beat them in one race, please? This little Oregon team. But yeah, so yeah, as you guys' coach was telling earlier, I went to the Junior World Championships. That was kind of like my first meet where I really started believing that I could make the Olympics. I was somehow able to win 3 races, the 100 back, the 200 back, and 400 medley relay. And by making 100 back, I got to swim the 50 back, and I got silver in that as well. And I ended up winning the meet MVP, which I think to this day is like the coolest thing I've ever done, is winning MVP of the Junior World Championships. And it was like, there were guys like Kosuke Hagina, who's the Olympic champion in 4 IM there, and it was just like a really crazy experience to see myself being able to perform on a level at a relatively young age, but swimming at a high level. Do you guys know where Pebley is? Yeah. That's where I went to university after I finished high school. I moved down to Berkeley and went into my dorm room and met Josh Pinot. He's a 4 IM national champion and made the Olympic team in the 200 breaststroke. I think he still has the American record in that as well. But from kind of that first day at Cal, we worked together and just decided that we were going to make each other better, and we were going to get to the Olympic team together. And we did just that. We took every year, one by one, and we got a little bit better every year. And that Olympic year, I remember at trials, he was the night before me, and he was in the 200 breaststroke final, and he made the team, and I was like, I want that so bad. I've worked so hard for it. Couldn't sleep the night before. I was so excited for him and for my opportunity to potentially make the team. And as you guys' coach told you, I managed to beat out the reigning Olympic champion Tyler Clary to get that second spot and go to my first, hopefully my first of many Olympics. And it was just crazy, you guys. Being able to picture a dream you guys probably have now at this age, and just to see it happen 10, 15 years later, is just something that it's like very hard to describe. And I hope you guys are dreaming right now at your age. It's extremely important that you guys have big goals. It doesn't need to be the Olympics. It doesn't need to be in swimming. It just needs to be something that you guys are super excited for, and you work very hard at it every single day. I think one of you guys asked me, what does it take to be a champion? And you guys are doing it right now by being here today. It's showing up and putting in that hard work every single day. You give a 100% effort to each and every workout, you can only expect great results. It's really nothing out of the ordinary. You don't need to be 6'4", 12-foot wingspan like Michael Phelps. There are really great athletes who have very different body types, different upbringings, and you guys just need to make sure right now that you're just dreaming. Anything is possible at your guys' age, and just really work at it every single day. But yeah, a little bit more about me, my personal life. I grew up in Oregon. I was really outdoorsy. My family loved to go camping, and we had dogs and all that good stuff. And now I'm married. I have dogs. I just went to Yosemite. Camped for a week, backpacked, all that good stuff. I love to go rock climbing. So you guys, it's really important, as you can see, that just because swimming is like everything in my life, it's not actually everything. I have all these things outside of my life that I'm really passionate about. So it's good to diversify your life. So don't put all your eggs in the pool, don't put all your eggs into school. Okay, right, you guys see that? That's pretty good. But yeah, it's good to have other hobbies. So right now, you guys' age, play a little bit of soccer, or play some card games with your friends, or chess, or anything like that. That gets your mind off swimming, and you really can, when you're at the pool, you can just really be passionate about what you're doing. What's that? Do you guys have any questions? Like, I know a lot of you were asking me really great stuff earlier. It'd be good to kind of see what your guys' thoughts are right now at this point in your lives. Yeah. What was my most nervous race? So I think every Olympian will tell you making the Olympic team is the most nerve-wracking thing you can do. The Olympics was absolutely nothing as far as nerves go compared to making the Olympic team. I probably slept 3 to 5 hours each night that whole week before the turn back. And I don't recommend that. If you can sleep more than that, that's what you should do. But for whatever reason, I was freaking out, but I was so well prepared that it didn't matter. Yeah. Yep.
Is it true that you get a shopping cart and then you're in a room full of stuff and you can go pick whatever you want?
So she asked if it's true that when you make the Olympic team, at the end of the Olympic trials, there's this giant room of clothes, bags, shoes, watches, rings, all that kind of stuff. This is true. I remember when I was your guys' age, Megan Kwan, now Megan Gendrick, she told me all she packed when she went to the Olympics was socks and underwear. That's it. She went to the room and then just like threw clothes at her. Get outfitted for a suit for the opening ceremonies. It's insane. I still pretty much only wear those clothes to this day. Especially when I'm at the it's those little perks that kind of add on to being an Olympian. That's really cool. Yeah. Yep. You. So you asked me, what was my goal when I was a kid to be an Olympic swimmer? And I'd say, as you guys' age, I was watching I think the Olympics where I really remember was 2004, which is Scott's Olympics. And I remember since I was pretty much I was on that backstroke path at that point, I was 11, I was just locked in on Aaron Pearson. And I think my mom had a crush on him too, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, I was just like, this is what I want. I want to go to the Olympics and be a part of this experience. It just seems super cool. I don't even think I knew why I wanted it. It just seemed like so. It's like when you watch the Super Bowl. Like even now, it's like I want to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to the Bowl. But it's just like you just see that experience and the impact it has on the entire world. It brings everyone together. Everyone's just peaceful for 2 weeks. It's just the best time in 4 years. And I just want to be a part of that. And so, yeah, let's do that.
Do you have a security guard?
Yeah, what?
Security guard.
Do I have a security guard? No. I am not that cool. Yeah.
What was the toughest part of your swimming career?
What was the toughest part of my swimming career? Let's see, this past year has been the hardest part of my swimming career. So I left Cal Berkeley, which is a team that I really believed in, and I never wanted to leave, but my wife and I got married, and she got into medical school in San Diego, and we decided that we wanted both of us to be able to achieve our goals. So it becomes kind of a life tip here for you guys that are getting married in like 30 years. You kind of have to compromise and your goals have to be in line with each other. So we moved to San Diego, and it was very hard to transition from being in a team that I really believed in, but what I really believe is you can learn something from any coach. Every coach has something to offer you guys, so you're lucky to have a lot of great coaches here. So, that's good.
Do you like being on TV?
Do I like being on TV? I don't really pay attention to that. Swimming isn't on TV nearly enough as it should be, but for some reason bowling gets more TV time than swimming. But I don't really notice it. Sorry. How do I dive farther? Lots of squats and jumping on dry land. Get your leg strength is a good way to jump and dive further. I'm not very good at jumping though, so thankfully the backstroke star is kind of just like yeah. So I wanted to be anything else when I was little. Oh my gosh. I wanted to be a superhero. I still do. I watched Shazam last night and I was like, yeah. I think I always wanted to be a swimmer. I think deep down that was like my biggest dream. My dad's job was too confusing for me to understand. It wasn't really something that I was gravitating towards. And I still don't really understand what he does. So it's kind of like you want to do what your parents do, but I admire what he does though. Alright, yep. What are some exercises that can make you stronger in swimming? I think right now for you guys, obviously step one is listen to your coaches. They know what you need to be doing. And step two is lots of no weights. Obviously you guys are little kids. You guys need to be doing lots of really exciting, fun dry land that gets your body engaged in ways that will be similar to in the water. So I think that's like the best way to get better at the sport is being athletic on land and transferring it into the water. So I don't have any specific exercises because I've never worked with kids your age, but I would definitely say just enjoy the sport and the coaches know what they're doing. You guys have a very, very good team here. So you were. So you asked if I've ever doubted myself swimming, and that's something I think every athlete does at least once in their life. I'd say I think at the beginning of every season is when the doubt is at the highest because you're like, I just took a week or two off. I just ate a lot of pizza and stuff I probably shouldn't have had. I don't feel very good in the water. I'm like, I don't know if I can get back to where I was 3 weeks ago. And I think it's just hard work, putting that work in at the beginning of the season. And I think that when you're at a big meet, you should really believe in your training, and hopefully there is no doubt that creeps in your mind. It's usually earlier in the season when you have to have that work under your belt yet. But yeah, so the man done.
Do you remember who your coach was? Do you remember who your coach was?
Do I remember who my coach was? So when I first started swimming, I was in Albany, Oregon. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of that. It's a fairly small town, and I had about 6 coaches in 5 years. It was pretty bad. So we moved, and to Corvallis, which is where Oregon State University is, and I had one coach for 6 years, and he was an amazing coach that just really worked with me and got me to where I am today. I would say, yeah, I remember all of my coaches. I learned something from every single one of them, but it was nice to have one consistent coach. Yeah.
Have you ever raced Michael Phelps?
So I asked if I've ever raced Michael Phelps. I told you that. Yeah. Yes, I have. I raced him a couple times at the Short Course World Cups. He was kind of the junior team mentor, and we raced a couple tour backstrokes together. I think we were pretty close in prelims. He destroyed me in finals, but I beat him in the 100 back at Summer Nationals in 2014. So that was the last time I raced him. So I'd like to say I went out ahead. Great, okay. So that's a great question. How do I prep for a meet? And I'd say it starts now. If you have a meet that's coming that you're looking forward to in June, July, August, I'd say the work starts now. Other than the hard work you put in the pool, when you're at home every single day, something that I do is visualize. So you guys know what that is? So you close your eyes and picture yourself putting your hand on the wall, hitting that goal time, winning that race, getting that time that you've been working so hard for. And that's something that you need to do every single day or as many times before the race as you can, so that when you get to that moment, it just feels so natural and it just comes at ease. It shouldn't be something that you're like procrastinating or like, I need to accomplish this today. It's something that you accomplish days before the meet. So I think that's the best way to prep for the meet is to kind of put yourself in the meet months beforehand.
What's the worst meat that you've ever had? And what did you do to like did you eat it or did you decide to change
Yeah, so you asked what's the worst thing you've ever had, and what did I do to change that? So actually, as I told you, what the hardest time of my career was this past year. Funny thing is, it was probably the most difficult, challenging competition, and I just realized I wasn't very organized with how I went about the year. I worked very hard, but it was kind of I would just train when I could, and what I was doing wasn't very focused on what my goals were. And so I refocused this year. I planned out every day for the next 10 to 12 months, and I just have a very good plan that works towards my goals. I think the best way to get over a tough meet is to, first of all, you can be frustrated. I think a great thing I heard someone say is be mad at yourself for 15 minutes and then never be mad at yourself again, because there's so many things you did right even if you did something wrong. And it's good to reflect on everything and improve upon the things you did wrong and also improve upon the things you did well. Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, you have this. When I was very little, did I dislike dryland? No, actually, I would like dryland to be longer. I was like, I think every swimmer kind of dreads getting into the water. Once you're in, it's great, but that first hop in the water so it's like, you can do dryland. I'm cool with that. I don't know if do you not like dryland? Oh yeah, dryland's fine.
I don't wear.
But I also really like the water, so just getting in the water is fun. Yeah.
What advice would you give your 12-year-old self?
What's that?
What kind of advice would you give to your younger self?
What advice would I give to my 12-year-old self? These are deeper questions than I expected from you guys. Sheesh. Honestly, I think I would take advice from my 12-year-old self and to just enjoy the sport more. When you become a professional swimmer, it becomes about things that you don't want it to be about. When I was 12, it was about, I want to just go best time. And it becomes about, I need to support my family, I need to do this, and this for sponsors, I need to do this, and this to earn a living and all that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to jade you from becoming a professional swimmer. It's absolutely a dream come true, and I'm beyond blessed to be a professional swimmer, but I would honestly take advice from my 12-year-old self to just enjoy the moment more, enjoy the process of being where I am. It's such an honor to be an Olympian, a world champion, like all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Yeah, use sunglasses.
What have been some of your greatest achievements?
Yeah, so that's one of my greatest achievements in swimming. I'd say number one is obviously becoming an Olympian. I think that's something that you can never, I don't even think, I'd say that's even better than getting a medal at the Olympics or World Championships, just because the process to get there, getting top 2 out of all of the best swimmers in the world are in the U.S., at least in backstroke it is, and I think that's just the craziest achievement. And then winning medals at the World Championships have been great achievements, and honestly, I think the first time I was like super stoked about the swim was when I won the 100 back-end zones. I didn't even realize I won. I thought I got second because I looked at the wrong lane, and I was like super bummed. And the guy that actually got second was like, dude, why are you sad? You won the race. And I was like, what? And I realized I won the race. I broke the Oregon State record. I dropped like a second and a half, and I was like, oh my gosh. That's, I think to this day, that was when I was 12. That's like my favorite swim for sure. What was my favorite subject in school? I love numbers, so I would say math was like my favorite subject. But at some point, they threw letters in there, and that's when I kind of just like, I'm out. But yeah, I love numbers. Like, I don't really watch football, but I look at